to Fourth and Forever, the flagship show of Roundtable Sports Network. Join hosts Dan, Richie, and TD as they break down the latest news and storylines across the NFL, featuring game predictions, breakdowns, heated debates, live Patreon callers, and everything in between. Catch Fourth and Forever every weekday at 1 p.m. Eastern on the Roundtable Sports YouTube channel.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of your favorite midday NFL news show on the internet, Fourth and Forever, a Roundtable Sports production, real coverage from real fans. Have a great episode lined up for you today, including all of these game previews, including the Steelers and the Bengals this evening, and many of the Sunday matchups. Richie, what's going on with you, man?
What's going on with me is great, man. The weather's back on the positive side on the New York angle, but we're live here. Another edition of Fourth and Forever. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We got another great week of football lined up. We got two unks battling tonight, the 40-year-olds of Joe Flacco and Aaron Rodgers. We got another London game coming up. A lot of storylines that we are going to break down here on Fourth and Forever, and it is absolutely awesome to do this daily with you guys. And shout out to everybody in the chat. Don't forget to hit the like button here on Roundtable Sports' YouTube channel and subscribe, baby. Let's go.
Oh, man. And as always, guys, we ask that if you enjoy this show, just do us a favor and hit that thumbs up sign for us. At any point, if there is 100 people watching, 230 people watching, we expect that like button to match. We want to grow our community and make sure we have more like-minded individuals joining us each and every single day. As always, we ask for you to let us know where you're tuning in from, right? What corner of the globe are you tapping in from? What team are you representing? I'm talking to the lurkers as well. Let us know what's going on. TD, what's going on with you, man?
Beautiful day. As always, man, it's always a pleasure coming in every day to talk ball with you guys. I just love it. Fourth and Forever is here to stay. Listen, man, again, let other people know that we're live every day so that we can make this the best show out there, period. And hit that like button. And don't forget, man, we're coming up on mid-season in the next few weeks. I like to call this the 4-week determining factor, something like that, because the next 4 weeks, it's going to tell us everything we need to know about a lot of these teams in the NFL and where we're going with this. So, yeah, these games for the next 4 weeks going to be very interesting to break it down and see who's real and who's pretenders.
Yes, who is real and who is pretenders? Spuddy Mun's tapping in from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Orlando, Florida is in the building. Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. What's up, fellas? Go Bills. We have Rehoboth Beach is in the building. Haven't been familiar with that, but I love it. Rock Hill, South Carolina, man. Truly all over the world. Long Island, man.
Let's go, Eric.
We got Cumming, Georgia is in the building. Max, what's going on? London, Oxford, Mississippi. Miami, Florida. Man, you know what? Love how far that this audience truly extends. The Unk Bowl is happening, or as one of Aaron Rodgers' teammates coined, the Icy Hot Bowl. And sure, you have Joe Flacco, the newly acquired quarterback for the Cincinnati Bengals, who looked pretty good during the second half of his previous matchup, going up against the Pittsburgh Steelers, who have a lot to play for right now, 4-1, and they have a beautiful opportunity of really getting ahead in that AFC North division. Where are your heads at with this matchup? Is this a night where Cincinnati could potentially steal one from Pittsburgh? Let me know. Richie, how you doing?
How am I doing? I'm doing great, like I said before, but this is going to be, I know we're at this stage of the season and maybe too early to say this, but I think this is a must win for Cincinnati. I really, really do. If they have any chance to keep their hopes alive this season, they must get this win. And I think that what they're going to do tonight is be competitive. And you never know, bro. Joe Flacco can still sling it. I'm not kidding, bro. If you watched Joe Flacco last week, bro, that ball flies out of his hand still. And it's just cool to see Joe Flacco out there. And, you know, he was asked about it. Joe, why do you still play? You're a Super Bowl champion. Like, you're at this age. He's like, you only got this one opportunity, and I don't want to take it for granted. Like, I have so much respect for Joe Flacco, man. He's awesome. And I think that his ability to play at this age with Aaron Rodgers, 2 Super Bowl champions. Like, I don't know. Could this be an upset alert? We've seen crazy things happen in the AFC North. Like, I think this is an absolute Bengals win potentially tonight. The Steelers have not been dominating. I don't know, man. Am I going to go out there on a limb and say Joe Flacco is about to go out there and sling it to Jamar Chase and then go over there to T, and all of a sudden you look up and we got a division here. Woo! Am I out of my mind for saying that?
Yeah. For sure. For sure, I would say. I've been peeping at the injury reports.
Oh, man.
And with Pittsburgh at a bye week last week, and so I know that. But this is the injury report in which that they're rocking with no Calvin Austin. So it's going to be DK Metcalf and DK Metcalf only. Luckily, Cincinnati, as we know, has some significant worries within their secondary. I'm also about to double check and see if Trey Hendrickson is good to go. Last time I checked, he is questionable. So if Trey Hendrickson is not out there, what does this team look like? I saw an interesting article suggesting or like asking Flacco if he would find it interesting if Chase would go more off script with his routes so that he could go on ahead and create nothing, or he can create something out of absolutely nothing. I wonder what that looks like, but I'm sitting here looking at the Steelers defense. They have all of like their key contributors minus a couple of depth players here and there. They're at home. I think Pittsburgh wins this one. I think Aaron Rodgers has a pretty good game. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to be flirting with about 300 passing. That's even without Calvin Austin. Yeah, dude. I like maybe Flacco can like get this Bengals team well above 20 points, but yeah, I don't see it, man. Give me the Steelers 10-point differential. TD.
Yeah, the Steelers are a team that nobody is showing respect to. They're just letting things be, let the whole situation coast. But I'm here to tell y'all now, the Pittsburgh Steelers, they might be in a Super Bowl this year. I don't know. This is one of the better teams. This is one of the better teams in the AFC. I mean, they beat the New England Patriots, who beat Buffalo. They've also did very well against a great defense in the Browns last week. And Cincinnati, they're dealing with too many issues, man. This might write the rest of their year right here in this week. Starting out 1-5. Yeah, that could very well, 2-5. That could really hurt. Now, if the Bengals were to get a win here, that would be massive for them. But Pittsburgh, man, they're rolling, and what a lot of people aren't recognizing, to me, and at least, they're getting better and better. They're getting better and better. They were able to overcome a Brian Flores-led defense before Cleveland. I mean, they like put it like this: they played some really good defenses on their schedule, except week 1 versus the Jets. But Cleveland, Minnesota, and Patriots were their last 3 games in which they won, and they were able to overcome, which tells you the Pittsburgh Steelers are also playing good enough defense to be able to score more than those teams. So I like Pittsburgh. I feel like they're a top 5 team in the AFC, not just because of record, but I do believe that they may do something special. They have a lot. And if they add that one more receiver, in my opinion, they can be deadly, man. And I think they're going to make a move before the deadline. But I got to go with the Steelers and Aaron Rodgers in this one. And I agree with you, Dan. 300-plus yards for A-Rod in this one.
Yeah, it's going to be big. And you know what? I wonder if this is the domino to fall, because as I've been watching this NFL trade deadline rumors all across, I've seen a lot of Cincinnati Bengals players' names fluctuate around the headlines. Like Trey Hendrickson, for example, I heard that San Francisco is very interested in bringing him on. I saw Cam Taylor-Britt, who is, I suppose, one of their best players out of the secondary as well. I wonder what this looks like. This, in my opinion, like Richie just said, it's a must-win for Cincinnati. So if they could steal this at home, I would be shocked, but I would not be surprised if we are watching a crazy game tonight on Thursday Night Football. And you know what? It's wild too, because what are our player prop parlays going to look like this evening? And you already know where we're putting him on, and that just so happens to be on sleeper picks. In fact, as I am pulling up the games as we speak, some of my favorite picks, I want to say, is a DK Metcalf touchdown.
Like,
so I think love DK in the end zone, especially without Calvin Austin out on the field. Love Jaylen Warren over 44.5 rushing yards. I really think that this is the over day for the Pittsburgh Steelers offensive weapons, especially against this team.
You got to
And
get on Arizona on this one. I mean, Aaron Rodgers. You got to get something with his line.
Yeah. With Rodgers specifically, his line right here is over 220 passing yards. Easy. Absolutely easy. I'm going with this one. But Cincinnati, here's the thing. I feel like Jamar has to find the end zone tonight, right? I feel like he has to. I feel like Joe Flacco, based off of all of the headlines I've been reading, it sounds like that Flacco is really wanting to get Jamar Chase the football. And why wouldn't you, especially with the type of talent that he brings to the table? But guys, signing up for Sleeper, you get a free $20 just for signing up. And say that you do put down a deposit, they're matching it up to 100% of $100. So you don't want to miss out on this opportunity. Let us know your parlays. Send it to us over on X so we can decide to fade or tell you and celebrate you on these shows. In case you ever do end up hitting it big, we would love to see what you're cooking up over on Sleeper Picks. Speaking of Sleeper Fantasy Football, might I say, and this is not an ad read, but I had a chance to look at the AFC East Roundtable Fantasy Football League. All right. And guess who are in the top 3 spots of the Fantasy Football League right now?
Let me go see.
It's us 3.
Really?
We are the top 3 teams in the AFC East Roundtable Fantasy Football Team League, rather. Let me get this out of your way, Richie, so you can go ahead and flex our ball knowledge real fast, dude. You have Richie at first place, 5-1. Have Dan Mitchell 4-2, the exact same record as his favorite team, the Buffalo Bills.
Baby.
You got TD Finstock, third place, 4-2. Me, obviously, having the tiebreaker here, back when me and
Damn,
that ain't
TD
gonna
top 3.
That ain't gonna last. It's because of what happened last week.
Dude, man. And you know what, dude? I've been dealing with some piss poor production from some of my players. I've been dealing with some injuries.
That's not fair. We use RotoWire.
So the fact that I'm in second place is, I mean, it's insane.
Now, I have to ask you guys a question. Who do I start at quarterback? Justin Fields, who has been absolutely trashed?
Yeah.
Or Sam Darnold, who's facing off against Houston's good defense? Because as bad as Justin Fields was last week, every other start, he's like very productive as a sleeper.
So if Mike Vrabel called Aaron Glenn for advice on his game next weekend, would he give it to him?
Do y'all play each other?
No,
are we versing?
No. Come on, man. We're not giving you fantasy football advice.
Well, the good thing about my team, I will flex this though. Oh no, Garrett Wilson's injured. Well, guess who's ready to replace him, baby? Rashee Rice, who I drafted, waiting for Rashee Rice. This is going to be the first time Rashee Rice is going to be unleashed on my fantasy football squad, which I'm very excited about. You know, at first you're like, oh man, my team's so stacked. Who do I bench for Rashee Rice? Well, unfortunately, Garrett Wilson got hurt, so I'll replace him for now.
So my pick that's really worked out for me was JSN. Like, he's arguably the best wide receiver in the NFL right now as far as production.
Better than Jalen Waddle.
Yeah, dude. Listen, man. Dude, look, man. I'm trying to butter that biscuit, and because I would love for Miami to shoo us over Jalen Waddle at the trade deadline.
I've been seeing all of that.
He's going to hand him over, man. Hey,
speaking of the trade deadline, you see what team is aggressive for Jalen Waddle and receivers, which I find interesting.
Who?
The Giants.
Yeah.
With Malik Neighbors going down, they're 2-1 with Jackson Dart. Could the New York Giants be aggressive for an Olave or a Waddle or a Jacoby Myers? There was a report that came out that they are. Yeah. With Malik Neighbors done for the year, it would make sense to give Jackson Dart a weapon to develop with. And next year, you'll have, 2 weapons for Jackson Dart when Malik Neighbors comes back. Are the Giants a good – is it smart for them to be buyers right now, even though they're 2-4?
Not smart.
Are you sure?
It's not
Do they
smart in
feel
my
like they
opinion.
have
Like,
their quarterback?
Yeah.
okay.
Then you're old.
What I would do is surprisingly enough, a lot of like the big names right now aren't going to hurt a team financially very much this year. Like with Chris Olave, for example, like you just need to pay him $640,000 because his option bonuses and his
And
signing
potential
bonuses have,
extension.
yeah. So like he's already been paid by the Saints and he has an out on his contract next year where they can sort of restructure it and make it make sense. Same thing with AJ Brown and same thing with Jalen Waddle. Like whatever team potentially gets them is just on the hook for their salary this year. Next year, they'd have to get like his option bonus and stuff, but they could very easily restructure it. Say that the Giants do it. I think Olave makes the most sense, him or Shaheed, because it's not going to break the bank and it's not going to cost way too much in draft compensation. Because say that they're serious about Jackson Dart, then I think that they really need to prioritize draft picks next year.
Yeah, but don't you feel like getting a weapon for him is?
And so Olave is a weapon.
Yeah, I agree. Well, trade deadline is going to be fun, and we're going to be live on a special edition of Bleacher Report. So for our trade deadline special, we're not going to be able to do Fourth and Forever that day. So it's going to be pretty epic. We got to make sure you guys are aware of that. We still got a few weeks beforehand, but the AFC East Roundtable crew is going to be on the Bleacher Report YouTube channel reacting to all the NFL news surrounding the trade deadline, which is going to be pretty epic.
That's exactly what I am talking about. All right, moving on to the next game. The 9:30 a.m. London game of the week is the Los Angeles Rams and the adopted NFL team of the United Kingdom, the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm surprised that it has taken them this long to be playing over there at this point. However, it's the Jags, right? Like last week, I think that we all like had the conversation of, we knew it was only a matter of time before the Jacksonville Jaguars were exposed. And you have the LA Rams, who I suppose you could say the exact same thing about. So curious to see. I could care less that Jacksonville is listed as the home team. This is a neutral site. Who do you think has the edge here? Richie. Rams, Jags.
Well, before I get deep into that, there is a storyline that needs to be brought up that is absolutely absurd with this game, and it's about Greg Newsome. Greg Newsome was with the Cleveland Browns a few weeks ago, and he was in London. He came home from his London trip, tired, getting ready for the next week. His agent calls him, "You've been traded to the Jags." Gets ready, gets plays with the Jags. Now he's got to go back to London for the second time. He's taking 2 trips to London in 3 weeks.
Damn. He's like, damn it.
Greg Newsome, man. Can you imagine that? Going to London and back and then getting traded and having to go back to London again?
Yeah.
Like, that's a lot of traveling. Shout out to Greg Newsome, man. Hopefully he can have a great game because
so I would have had a phantom hamstring injury. Be like, hey, man. And so I got to go see a specialist while I'm gone. I'll be back.
Yeah, man, that's going to be interesting. I thought that storyline is really intriguing. Rarely see that here, but this is going to be a great game to wake up to on Sunday morning. I mean, not as great as last week's game, but this game is I can't even say that with a straight face, but it's a joke, obviously.
Last week, like, oh yeah,
Jets Broncos. But no, all jokes aside, this is going to be a great game. The Jaguars and the Rams. Liam Cohen is really impressive to me. I think he's a big reason why the Jaguars are 4-2. I think that another storyline with this game is how the Rams are operating their scheduling of travel. So the Rams just played in Baltimore. The Rams versus the Ravens, right, in Baltimore on the East Coast. They're still in Baltimore right now. They've been practicing in Baltimore all week on a practice field, by the way, for a baseball field. And they're treating this like they were going from West Coast to the East Coast, basically. So they're flying out to London Friday, tomorrow, just like they would if they're in the West and they're playing on the East Coast. They fly out to the East Coast on Friday. So they're staying on the East Coast all week instead of flying out early in the week. I thought that was an interesting way. It's unique how a lot of these teams have their own schedule on when they go out early in the week or late in the week, but they're doing it in a way where they're in Baltimore practicing all week.
So wait a minute.
I get it though.
They stayed in Baltimore after the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It makes sense though.
It does, but
think about if they were flying from California.
Because you're getting adjusted Eastern time. It's just big.
Yeah.
So now the Sunday game's gonna be like a 1 o'clock game for their time.
Yeah, they didn't want to make it feel like really bad. Like, because that longer flight, add another 3 hours to the long flight they already got to take. That can be a lot.
And the
they
time
to
zone.
minimize it. Yeah.
So
and think about it. Why switch back to California? Back to that. Like the back and forth is brutal. Get used to the East Coast and then travel like you're going back east again.
Devontae Adams was asked by the production team heading into this game his thoughts of the Sean McVay scheduling thing, and he's like, I'm still trying to buy it. he's even like, I don't know what the plan is.
Who said that?
Devontae Adams. He's still trying to buy it. And I gotta give all the credit in the world to the Rich Eisen show. I was listening to the Rich Eisen show this morning. They were talking about all this, so that's where I got this information from. Shout out to the great Rich Eisen and Kurt Warner. But I thought it was an interesting little nugget of for this matchup. Rich Eisen and Kurt Warner on the call for this game.
So what's the time difference from, say that it's noon on the East Coast? What time would it be right in the UK?
I think it's
5 hours, isn't it?
Yeah. Let me look it up. New York, 12 Eastern to London.
Yeah, see what that
It'll be 5 p.m. in London at 12 o'clock.
5 year time. 5
so
hour
5
time
hours ahead.
Okay, a 5 hour time difference. So I guess it's still a little different from going West Coast to East Coast time.
Instead of the 8.
Rather than 8. Yeah,
5 hour flight. 5 hour flight versus 8 makes a difference.
So, Rich, would you
more
say
than a 5 hour flight?
Oh, how long is the flight? I thought you said it was a 5 hour flight, but so you just said a time
5 hour time difference.
Got it. Ooh.
It's like a 7.5 hour flight on the East Coast to.
So it would have been 10 and a half.
Dude, you know what?
Or 11. Wait, hold on. How many? Yeah, that would have added another 5 hours of flight. 3 hour time difference. That would have added 5 hours. That would have been a 12 to 13 hour flight.
We got to get you to London, TD. We got to get you there.
You ain't got to worry about that. My boy Skylar Thompson got stabbed up there. I told you, Rich. They stabbed Skylar Thompson, man.
Well,
that wasn't in London. That was in was that in Ireland?
It don't matter. That was overseas, Richard. I'm good.
It happens everywhere, man.
I'm good. Just in the US.
And so you could be walking down the street in Indianapolis and running the Mark Sanchez.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Listen. It happens everywhere, TD. It's not just,
Hey, I know these streets. I'm good.
Man, we're gonna get you credentials, and it's gonna be like you have to go to.
So the longest flight I have ever been on was from Charlotte to San Francisco, and that was about 4.5.
Yeah, my longest was Daytona to Los Angeles.
You've been to the West Coast, TD?
Yikes!
Yeah, I've been to Cali a lot.
Oh, you have? I didn't know that. I thought you were just like Texas and Florida.
Continental U.S. I'm rolling, Richie.
Not even, man. I've been everywhere.
As soon as we get close to a border, I'll start itching.
It's like damn.
Come on, brother. Man. What if the Super Bowl one year goes international? You're not coming?
It's gonna be on international TV.
That's gonna happen, by the way. Super Bowl one day is gonna be in London.
Yeah.
I'll be
in 2030s.
I'll be 50 years old, more than likely.
Yeah, I'm straight, man. Listen, man, I ain't got time for. No. Listen, Richie, I'm okay.
We're gonna break the streak. We're gonna be at 25 straight Super Bowls, and now it's in London. You're like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I don't care if the Dolphins there. Hey, man, y'all go do your thing.
Hey, man, y'all go do your
thing. Dolphins are gonna be an expansion team somewhere else. They're gonna be sold to like a weird market. Get out of that organization.
Well, it's all right. So we just ended up spending way too much time on the travel arrangements, although it was a great conversation.
Yeah, I think it's good, man. I think the flow of the show does not just need to be, let's preview this. Let's preview that. Like, let's have some conversations.
Dude, listen, man. I'm fine with treating this like your casual, like, couch podcast. You know what I
That's
mean?
what
But
it is. I mean, you turn on sports talk
it is,
radio.
yeah,
That's what they
it
do.
yeah, dude. Like nowadays, I'm turning on like Good Morning Football. They're like sitting there like ranking like candies and stuff like that, like right during the
Oh,
off season. So
that's
we can
number
talk
one.
about travel time, all right, if we want to.
But
Rich, is
then,
that?
yeah.
And so you go ahead, TD.
No. I was because we were talking about the Rams game. I did want to bring something up.
Mm-hmm.
Low key, you know how we've been on this show and we keep on every other day talking about, maybe the top 3 MVP candidates.
Uh-huh.
I had no idea, but Matthew Stafford, have you looked at his numbers?
Yeah,
why is he not a top 3 candidate?
He's a dark horse. Because Sam Darnold exists. That's why.
No. He number 1 in the league in yards, tied 3rd for touchdowns. He only got 2 picks. Come on, man.
Where's Tua on that ranks?
And we're not going there, Richie.
Curious. He's usually at the top in these categories at this stage of the year.
Here you go.
All right. Well,
I'm just saying, Matthew Stafford.
Dark horse.
Amazing football. So
but you know what's a big narrative with the Rams, and this is going to be a big test for Matthew Stafford in the MVP race, is Puka being injured. Number 1, is he fully healthy? Number 2, is he going to be able to play? Baker Mayfield has all the injuries in the world, which is why he's my MVP. Even though, do you know who the favorite is to win the MVP right now, according to like the betting sports?
Probably Mahomes again.
Yeah, Mahomes is the favorite. No one's talking about Mahomes besides Vegas.
Again.
Vegas has Mahomes as the favorite. All of us, sports talk, is talking Baker. We're talking, Drake May is in the conversation. We're talking Matthew Stafford. We're talking Daniel Jones, but no one's talking Mahomes. He's just quietly just like the favorite. So we'll see. But this is going to be a big game. I think that if the Jaguars are able to win this game, we have a real conversation about them at 5-2. And the AFC South is really competitive. This is a big week for the AFC South because you got Houston at 2-3 on Monday Night Football. That's a really good game. Houston versus Seattle. If the Texans are able to get a win and the Jaguars win, you got the Colts still trying to claim the first seed of the AFC big time. And the Rams, they're able to get an ugly win. They did not look great against the Ravens here. So we'll see. But I'm going to go with the Rams in this matchup. I think that Sean McVay is going to have that team ready to go. It's going to be a really entertaining game that goes down to the wire, but I'm not super confident in that. I do like the Jaguars this year. I'm not going to lie.
So who you picking?
The Rams.
Oh.
So I'm probably going to be picking the Rams again. And so many of you who have tuned in this show know my thoughts on Trevor Lawrence and how I think he is as a quarterback. I think that he'll make a couple of key mistakes. I don't see the Rams scoring as many points as they have been so far this year. Once you take away the Ravens game last week, which I think was a fluke, and week 1 against the Texans where they only scored 14, this team rattles off 30. I have a feeling that it's going to be closer than people are willing to expect. I don't know what the spread is, but I would probably take the Jags at plus points, but still think that Matthew Stafford gets over the fact that Puka may not be at 100% even if he does play. But give me the LA Rams 24-14.
24-14.
Still a 10-point differential.
Well, the good news about Puka being down potentially is you got Devontae Adams ready to go.
True.
To be that number 1.
It's funny.
The Jags
when I talk about the Rams, I always forget he's still on that team, dude.
Me too. The Jags will come back down to earth in this game. I'm not high on the Jags either. They've had a solid start, but I think this is the week it starts cracking. This is the week they start to show, the back and forth of winning, losing, creeping the hope to get in the playoffs. I believe in the Rams. The Rams are tried and true. The coaching staff, they're a tough team. They without Puka, they still do have Adams. All of that stuff matters, man. And you got a quarterback playing at an MVP level right now, low key. I got to go with Rams in this. And not only am I going to go with them, I'm going to go 31-17 over the Jags.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Jags need to figure out a way to get Travis Hunter more involved, bubble screens and things of that nature. Get the ball in his hands so he can make more plays. They just have him as a typical part of the offense. I think they need to actually feature him a little more. They got a lot of weapons, but go ahead and get the ball in his hands early.
So for what it's worth, he's actually leading the league in forced missed tackles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So he's
they don't get
good.
it to him enough. They don't give it to him enough.
And with Brian Thomas Jr., one thing I will say, he's finally starting to look like he was like last year. So now he's starting to catch a stride again, which is encouraging for my fantasy football team. But yes, I agree. Get Travis Hunter involved. He's been doing a lot with his limited snaps already. All right. At the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. It's the 12 o'clock slate. At the Philadelphia Eagles, who have suffered back-to-back losses. And you have the Minnesota Vikings, where I got to see if J.J. McCarthy is set to play or if it's still Carson Wentz. Let's take a look at this Vikings injury report. While I'm looking at that, I'm going to start off with TD on this one. What do you got, my friend? Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles.
This is a scary game for guess who?
For the Philadelphia
Jalen Hurts. Because last week he let his team down. He doesn't do that often, but last week he let him down. Now you got to deal with a Brian Flores defense that may be sending pressure on you, making you get rid of the ball quick. Yeah, man, you got to show up and show out in this one. And the Eagles should beat the Vikings. But Hurts, man, see, this is what I'll say. The only way the Eagles lose this game is if Hurts loses the game. He doesn't play well. This is a game that they should win. It shouldn't even be a competition. I mean, the offense for the Vikings, they have the weapons and everything, but they haven't been flowing at an optimal level. This should easily be an Eagles win, but something tells me that Brian Flores is going to dial some stuff up for Hurts. He may struggle again, and the Vikings can edge out a victory right here, and this will be crazy. Who's at home?
So it's in Minnesota.
It's like, how can you bet against the Eagles right here? But you know what? Vikings win this game 24-23.
Oh, you got an upset for the Philadelphia Eagles. 3 straight losses for Philly, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's tough, Richie.
I think they're trying to cater to the force feeding of the receivers instead of the flow of what they've built. Because they've had success just running the football and taking opportune passes. But you got 2 receivers on the outside. I'm not happy about it, and they're trying to cater to that, and they're losing now. So, yeah.
Good God. All right, Richie. And so you're gonna give a ballsy. So, go ahead.
Yeah, man. I mean, the Vikings are just gonna live in the shadows of the big mistake they made in the offseason. I don't have them being super successful this year, and you can laugh all you want, but time will keep proving that to be true. I got the Philadelphia Eagles bouncing back. I think that they are due for a big win. I think this is going to be a big game. But Kevin O'Connell is such a good coach, man. Like, he's going to be coaching this team up to be winning, but they're not going to be 14 wins again like last year because my boy, ain't there no more. Sling that thing around. Top passer in the NFL down the field, not even close. But I think that the Eagles are going to get a bounce back win, even though, have they lost 2 in a row? The Eagles?
2 in a row.
2 in a row, yeah. All right, give me the Eagles in this game on the road. Carson Wentz is still the quarterback. I know they got JJ. Jordan Addison's healthy or not suspended anymore. Give me Philadelphia on the road, man.
Man, it's tough because I am dangerously close to siding with TD for the Minnesota Vikings this week. It all really depends from how I'm looking at all of this. Is Jalen Carter going to play? He was a full practice on Wednesday, which is ideal. When Jalen Carter hasn't been out on the field, this defense is just not the same. And we even teased this during the offseason where people were like all about this Philadelphia Eagles defense being like, oh, no, it doesn't matter. Next man up, because we raised a lot of questions about them losing out on Milton Williams. We raised a lot of questions when Josh Sweat when he also left in free agency. And this team has taken a significant step back when it comes into overall production. Like, They are 23rd in the NFL for defensive DVOA through 6 weeks of the season. Massive fall off. You could say that it's because Carter has not been out there, particularly last game. And he was hurt, I want to say, the week before as well. He's healthy again. So can they cause that sort of disruption and get in Carson Wentz's head? I don't know, man. I'm going to side with Philadelphia getting right because Jalen Carter is back in the middle of that defensive line, which really ends up transitioning out to the secondary success. So give me Philadelphia to figure it out. But I do see Jalen Hurts struggling tremendously. Is this a game where Saquon Barkley can finally get going? A lot of injuries on the offensive line over there. He's going to have to really pull something out of his New York Giants days in order to get it done. Because when it comes into like, oh my God, dude, it's not a good run defense over there in Philly. It's not a good run defense over in Philly either. So things are pretty tough. But give me the Philadelphia Eagles. I think that they bounce back soon.
Wow.
In this one, they will.
They bounce back, man.
And if they don't, how do you feel about the Vikings then, Richie?
I gotta see what goes out there. I mean, they got Carson Wentz at quarterback, man. I mean, is JJ ever going to come back? What if is he going to get healthy or what?
Eventually, I guess. We'll see.
So Saquon's probably going to have a day. Yeah, Saquon's probably going to have a day. So the Vikings are the 9th worst run defense in the NFL. Let me see. Who else is pretty bad? Yeah. 8th worst EPA per attempt. Yeah. And so I think that if Philly wants to take this one home, I think it has to be a Saquon day. But give me the Philadelphia Eagles in a close one.
You're a Vikings guy. Why? Because of Brian Flores?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, no. I just, I just think that this can be a scary game for them. And by the way, early in the season, they dealt with a lot of injuries on the defensive line. And a lot of those guys have been getting healthy and coming back. So we'll see. This will be an interesting game. I will say that.
You got that right.
An interesting game, to say the least. All right, let's go on ahead. Who is next up on the slate on NFL Week 7? Patriots and the Titans. The New England Patriots and the Tennessee Titans. We did preview this one last night on the AFC East Roundtable, so I suppose we won't need to go too deep into this.
You didn't, or did you?
I did, and so I said it was going to be close.
Yeah,
It's not going to be a blowout, especially when you consider, I think that Patriots players are going to want to play for Vrabel, as he goes into Tennessee.
Yep.
But then you also need to look that teams with a brand new interim head coach do have a winning record. And so I do think that there is something to be said about that. So I don't think that Tennessee is just going to roll over and die in this game. And so I think that they are going to keep it close. I foresee a lot of weird things happening during this game.
Yeah.
Weird stuff. Special teams turnovers, perhaps, some block field goals, perhaps something along those lines. It's going to be a weird watch. But right now, so the Pats are 7 points favorites. I have Tennessee covering, but I still think that the Pats walk away 24-20.
Yeah, I have the Patriots winning as well, but now I'm probably going to change my prediction. I probably got it 31-17. They're about to destroy the Tennessee Titans. The Patriots are the team to beat. There's no more looking back. They control their division right now, and they got the best quarterback in the division. So at the end of the day, they're going to be able to win games they should win, and that's the Tennessee Titans. They're not going to lose to them.
Yeah, most definitely. They will not lose, especially with all the history of Vrabel. He wants that one. He's foaming at the mouth of that game. Yeah. But Don't be surprised if this game is really weird.
Richie gonna
It's
have
going to
him
be a
losing.
weird one. Rich, what do you got?
Richie, what?
You gonna have him losing.
The Patriots
No,
and
I
Titans.
mean, they should win this game. They got back-to-back easy opponents, and I think the Patriots going to take advantage of. You got to look at the interim head coach potentially. You never know. First game getting a win, but this is definitely a game I got the Patriots winning. Mike Vrabel going back to Tennessee for a homecoming. I mean, the Titans are a mess, dude. They are an organization that fires a GM and head coach every year, and obviously they should never have got rid of Mike Vrabel. And I think that, Mike Vrabel and his Patriots are going to be ready to go. They're going to play their fundamental style of football and get the job done on the road.
Damn, dude. A clean sweep. And so the Patriots improved to 5-2. Saints and the Bears. Boys, hear me out. Y'all know.
Don't do it, Dad.
Y'all know that I am a Bears advocate. I've been a Bears advocate for a while. I'm a big Caleb Williams believer. I like what they've done in the offseason of protecting the young man with the offensive line. I have a funny feeling that New Orleans goes into Chicago and pulls off an upset during this game. This New Orleans Saints team, as we've said, has been perhaps one of the best 1-5 teams in NFL history. They've been playing semi-decent football. I would say that Spencer Rattler is looking pretty good, all things considered. Year one of the rebuild, they've been playing just about every single game close. Every single one of them, with the exception against the Seattle Seahawks earlier in the season, have beaten the spread every single week, with the exception of the Seattle Seahawks. Give me the New Orleans Saints with a fourth quarter victory. Last second, 24-23.
Wow.
Spencer Rat-a-tat-tat. A legacy game, a game-winning drive. I'm calling it, man. Listen, I think the Saints team is due. I think they've been playing way too good of football not to walk away with a win, especially against a team which I think still has its share of problems. Give me the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah, Dan. Listen, you trying to find the upset. Let's just call it what it is. The Bears are gonna win this game. The Bears are starting to come on. Ben Johnson. You see, Ben Johnson, a brand new coach for a team that was bad, just like Aaron Glenn. But we know who the real coach is. We know who the actual impactful one is, which is Ben Johnson, making something out of nothing. And they're getting confidence out there in Chicago, and it's starting to show on the field. They're making plays. Caleb's feeling himself. The Saints ain't got nothing going for themselves. Minimal spurts here and there. Oh, the Saints stick it in there. Oh, they might have it. Listen, the Saints are a bad team. They're still recovering from a terrible salary situation. One of the longest ongoing teams to recover because they lived in delusion for a few years instead of resetting everything properly. But now they're going to come on the back end of that. This is like one of the last years they got to deal with it. Then next year they can actually start building something special, hopefully. But the Bears win this game. They're at home, 500. This is a huge opportunity for that Chicago fan base to get to that next level, 3-2 in an already highly competitive division. Yeah, they want to hold their own, and they're going to come out there with the intensity and say we cannot fall behind. Because you fall behind in the NFC North, you're cooked. And they'll get this win. The Saints are a dead cause.
Saints are a dead cause. Rich, Spencer Rat-a-tat-tat, man. He's rolling into Chicago.
Why are you hating, Didi?
Hey, you know what? I mean, the Saints are the only team. No. See, they second to last. The Jets are the worst.
All right. Enough of that. Listen, man, the Chicago Bears are a team now that are coming off a big win on Monday night. Caleb Williams playing better. There's a lot of confidence around that football team right now. DeAndre Swift is becoming a real weapon in that running game through the air. He had a big touchdown in that game. The defense, that win against the Washington Commanders really put them on the map. And I think that's just who the Saints are. They're never going to win. They're just going to keep being tough in these games. It's like, I don't know. This is going to be another one of those games that we probably look at and we're like, yep, Saints are good, but not good enough to win. So give me the Chicago Bears in this game.
Yeah, man. Give you the Chicago Bears. So I picked the upset, folks, and my co-hosts are saying that the Chicago Bears win this game. It's upset alert for me. The New Orleans Saints would say that they lose, then I'm sure that they will have a fire sale. Even if they win, I think they still have a fire sale. All right, you know what? How much time do we really need to spend with the Kansas City Chiefs at home versus the Las Vegas Raiders?
None. Chiefs.
Like that's a question. I think all three of us are probably on the same page. I think that Kansas City just completely dog walks this team. If any of you guys have any takes that might suggest that maybe they keep it close, I'm willing to entertain it. However, I think Kansas City gets this done.
I agree.
Yeah, me too.
All right.
Chiefs go back on top.
So how about we talk about a damn game that, oh my God, it's giving me an aneurysm just thinking about it because I have no idea who to select here. We have Indiana Jones and the Colts heading on into SoFi Stadium to play the Los Angeles Chargers. The current first seed in the AFC is going up against the LA Chargers, 4-2. Desperately missing some of their offensive line. Herbert has been the most pressured quarterback for the past 3 weeks, most sacked. A lot of people were talking about that LA needs to hit for another wide receiver at the trade deadline. But what do you say? I'd tell you this is probably the biggest test of this Indianapolis Colts team already. I think it's the biggest test for both teams. And as you know, as Richie has told you when he was just recently in Los Angeles, we feel bad for the Chargers because they have 17 away games each and every single season because nobody comes to watch these teams in Los Angeles. We got Richie, Colts, the LA Chargers.
The Chargers are not great.
Like paper tigers is what you're saying.
Like paper the Chargers are boring, man. Like how you let the Dolphins almost beat you like that. And if you're supposed to be a contender, supposed to be a division leader.
Yeah, we know what this is about.
Like, what are we doing? I've said this about the Chargers before they versed y'all. It's not just against you. I feel like
that team that beat the Chiefs.
Who beat the Chiefs?
The Chargers.
What week of the season was that?
Doesn't matter.
Week one's a lie. Always has been. Always will be. So I'm not reading into that. I think that the Colts, I'm riding the Daniel Jones hype train, man. I think they're going to go in there. Jonathan Taylor, Offensive Player of the Year. I think Tyler Warren is a rookie stud. You got all the weapons you possibly need. I don't know. I think that if the Colts win, bro, and get the 6-1, beating the Chargers, and if the Chiefs beat the Raiders, then you have a tie in the AFC West division at 4-3. That's my prediction.
Damn, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to go with Indiana Jones, dude. I'm going to have to do it.
Where is this? Indianapolis?
It's in SoFi. It's in LA.
Oh, man, y'all tripping.
Dude, it's not home field advantage over there. It's not home field advantage over there. First off, I'm pretty sure Chargers fans don't exist. And even if they do, they're definitely not at that stadium. Definitely not at that stadium. So I really don't think that there's going to be much of a home field advantage for LA. I still think, man, that their offensive line issues, they desperately need Joe Alt back. They desperately need that man to come back right before I start putting confidence in that squad again. With Jonathan Taylor, in my opinion, is the best running back in the NFL through 6 weeks already. I think that he continues that trajectory. I think that this LA Chargers defense has really not been living up to expectations as they did last year. I think the Indianapolis Colts win this game pretty convincingly and pretty confidently here.
Wow. It's crazy work.
Yeah, dude, 30-20. 30-20. Give me the Indianapolis Colts. TD.
The Colts are going down, ladies and gentlemen. They are going to lose going across country to LA. What time is this game? Is this a 1 o'clock or a 4:05?
It is
Probably
a
4 because
4:05,
it's in LA.
sir.
All right, 4:05 game. Yes, the Chargers are going to be all over this one, man. I got the Chargers winning this game 27-24. It will be a thriller. It will come down to the end. Harbaugh, this is the Chargers game right here. You keep that lead over the Chiefs as they're getting on fire, and nobody's gonna look down on the Colts, but everybody's gonna realize the AFC is just that wide open. The Colts have played good football. They played good football. They have some quality wins, but this is gonna be their hardest test, in my opinion. Yeah, the Chargers have O-line issues, but you know what? Those guys are getting a little bit more camaraderie together and getting used to playing together, and they run a lot of max protect as well. So the Colts will get at Herbert. It'll be a rough go, but they'll do enough to win the game because the Colts, if they could score on the Chargers at ease, then yeah, man, well, it's time to go ahead and start talking favorites in the AFC, and the Colts would be up there if they get this win, in my opinion. But if the Chargers win this game, man, oh man, you got to think of it like this. The only slip up was really the punch in the mouth with all the injuries. Now I just think the Chargers are better than people put on. They're just dealing with some stuff in the trenches, and they got a coach that'll be able to take care of that. So, yeah, I got Chargers in this one.
Have the Chargers.
Chargers.
The Chargers. We have 2 Colts. We have 2 Chargers picks. Damn, man. Football. Whoo, I can smell it, man. So close. It is so close. All right, let's go ahead and bring in a Patreon caller here. Folks, if you're ever interested in calling into the show, we treat it like a radio station. Bring someone on for about 20, 30 seconds. We react to whatever you have to say. Certainly consider signing up for the Patreon segment. It is in our description. It's $10 per month. It goes a long way into supporting everything we're building over here. And you get a great opportunity of coming in and letting us know what is on your mind on air. So, without further ado, let's let in Bills fan tormentor Parks. He's in the building.
Hello? Oh,
What up,
okay.
Parks?
What's up, man?
What up, fellas?
What's
Hey,
up?
man.
Hey,
hang out.
I got 2 things to say. Hey, Richie, where's this Sam Darnold love come from? Just because he played for y'all? Like, okay, I got a question, Richie.
A
Okay,
football player. That's all I'm doing.
okay, because he sucks as one, but you know,
No, he
okay.
doesn't. That's just a pure hater. Then
What was the Vikings record last year?
14-3.
14-3.
And what round did they go out the playoffs in?
First round.
Why? Because Sam Darnold sucked. Well, how far do you think that the Seahawks are going to go in the playoffs with Sam Darnold?
So you're telling me, Parks, Sam Darnold sucks because
Bruh, when he's just like Geno, when it comes down and it matters most.
Let me ask you this.
Mhm.
Hypothetically, Drake May balls out all year. Patriots win 13 games. Stinks it up in the wild card round. Stinks it up. You guys lose. All of a sudden, Drake May sucks.
Not the same.
It's not the same, Richie. This is a second-year player.
Those 3 losses.
How many years have Sam Darnold been in the playoffs? How many years
away? If you look
How
at
many years have Sam Darnold been?
Sam Darnold had last season, he had a fantastic year. Now he's not great. He's not elite category, but he's at least.
So you're judging off regular season play. Playoffs don't matter.
I think that's a little disrespectful. That's all I'm doing.
So playoffs don't matter.
Right now, he is the best deep thrower in the league to this day.
No, he's not. He's not. It's Drake May. No, he's not. Go look at your stats, man. It's Drake May. No, he's not. It's Drake May. Go look at your stats.
I'll pull up the stat. He's perfect on 15.
Go pull it up.
Down the field.
Go pull it up. Drake May is the best thrower over 20 yards in the league, man. Go pull it up. Sam Darnold is number 2. Matthew Stafford is number 3.
I got
I mean, this is what it comes down to. I can't celebrate a good quarterback in the league. You guys come on here saying he sucks. Like,
okay, and one more thing.
That's just pure hate. Why do I even engage with this now?
Okay, and one more thing before I go. Dan Mitchell, I heard your little bit last night. I missed the show, but I came back. I will bet it wouldn't be fair because I keep a low haircut. This is to you or Andy. Because I seen Andy little pretty hair. I seen your little pretty hair, Dan. I'll keep a low haircut. I will bet this. If y'all win a division, I will bet that I will give 20 subscribers memberships.
Oh,
that's $200, right? If y'all win, If y'all win the division. If you lose, you got to cut your hair, Dan.
Oh yeah, man. I will do it right on stream, bro.
Because that's about $200. That's about $200. I send. Matter of fact, I do it like this. I will send the money to y'all channel, and y'all can divvy up the memberships and all that.
All right.
You ain't gonna have to send the Marks.
I appreciate that.
You ain't gonna have to
I got
send
you.
the Marks.
Some
I got
skin
you.
in the game, man. Some skin in the
Get
game.
ready to cut your hair, Dan. Get ready to cut your hair, Dan. Or hey, whichever one you want to take it. Whichever one of y'all want to take it. Patriots world, I'm out of here, fellas. Appreciate it.
All right, man. That's perfect, man. That's perfect. I love it. Shout out to Parks for always being a great caller on the show. Yeah, dude. Listen, I will take that, dude. So I'll take that 2-guard and go crazy. Yeah. And so I'll probably be wearing this hat for the vast majority of the next couple of months.
You have to add that to the bet. No hats.
Yeah, you gotta rep it like Bob,
hats,
man.
Dude. I just gotta rock with the buzz.
Yeah, you gotta add that to it. No hat as well. You can't wear a Carhartt beanie out there with a bald head, and we won't even see it. We won't even see it, man. But at least we got RotoWire. Because without them, where would we be, man?
My fantasy is alive because of RotoWire.
I'm in first place. Own y'all.
Stop, Richie.
So, hey,
let's do some
trade. Listen, man, we could thank RotoWire for fantasy football because all of us are in first, second, and third place. It's a beautiful thing in the fantasy football world. But RotoWire also helps you win your player prop parlays by a new crazy advanced tool that gives you the locks for overs and unders across a variety of different player prop platforms. If you have already signed up for RotoWire when we were plugging their fantasy football tool, you will see it in their bets and props tab as you come in. If not, have no fear, guys. Go sign up. Link is in description. Using our code RTS will get you 15% off. If you are serious about your player prop parlays, it is an awesome tool. It has helped me out tremendously this year, and I could not recommend it enough. Thank you so much. Parks is coming in saying, Dan, Bob, Mitchell, coming soon. Dude. Oh, man. We have TD Pats Talk, shaking my head. Baker versus Jones, Super Bowl, Battle of the Damaged Goods.
Don't you mean Sam versus Jones?
Maybe. No, it's Baker versus Indiana Jones.
Well, don't you mean, Sam would fit the same category, damaged goods.
Patriots, most cap space, get the king. Wow.
What king?
Guys, I'm really excited to finally be on the winning side of things this weekend. It's going to feel so good, man. I missed it. I really do. Excited for it.
So I got to see you with the victory shades,
Y'all
man.
on a buy or something?
Nah, man, we got our first win coming up. I know.
And so I got to get you with the victory shades on one of these days, bro.
I know, man. I'm going to be having those shades on.
Has Richie ever worn the victory shades?
Dan, they might not win a game.
Oh,
They
no.
might not win a game, man.
Yeah.
The only reason why you have a win is because it's us against us.
Hey, you know what? I'm proud of it, Richie.
We're going to beat y'all week 14 when we're together and we'll witness that in person. You lost to the Jets. How embarrassing.
Cap.
How embarrassing is that right there? We had a good week, though, on the channel, on the network, excuse me. A lot of fun divisional shows. If you guys did not go check out those lives, go make sure you do it. So we had a live show across every single division, including the AFC East last night, of course. But if you're watching this show and you're a fan of any team, just know that we have a creator affiliated with your favorite team on the divisional show. So go check that out. We appreciate it, man. Thursday Night Football tonight. We have really, I don't know if we have enough time usually, but we have to talk about the games on Monday night, whether tomorrow or on Monday. But there's two fantastic games on Monday night that I'm really excited about. Lions, Bucks, and the Texans, Seahawks.
Man, they supposed to have those behind each other.
They do have them behind each other this time. The Seahawks and the Seahawks and the Texans game starts at 10 p.m. EST.
On the same channel?
Yeah, they're literally back to back.
Wow. That's what's up.
Dan is
10
live
p.m.
streaming that
EST?
game. Yeah, Dan is live streaming that game, actually.
Oh, no.
It'll be
Bucks,
knockout,
Bucks Lions at 7 p.m. kickoff EST, and then Texans Seahawks at 10 p.m. EST. So
It'll
it's
be
back.
sleep at halftime of the first one.
Dude, thank God that wasn't a Bills game. My God. Thank the Lord.
What
Kobe
if the,
was just
the
waking
Bills were on the West Coast and they played on a 10 p.m. prime time? Dan would be at halftime, like on his show, like trips to the left.
Passed out, bro. Passed out.
Wow.
0 from that. And the U is going to dominate tomorrow.
Yes,
shorts.
sir.
Flick
You
Shorts
don't even
is
care, bro. You didn't even know anything about that program. Don't even get me started with that.
Who are you
Big
talking
fan.
to?
Miami.
Who don't know nothing about that program?
You.
Richie, man, go sit down, man.
Who's their
You-
starting running back?
You back, baby. You back. Ramondre Stevenson.
Ramondre, he might as well. At
You
this
know one
point.
player on that team probably, and it's the quarterback.
That's who the quarterback is.
Yeah, that's
Quinn-
all you know is the
Quinn
quarterback. You don't
Ewers.
know one player outside the quarterback on that team.
Justin Fields.
You don't even know. Wait, do you even know the quarterback? Who's the quarterback of Miami? Even I know that.
Caleb Williams. Yeah.
Wow.
Folks,
Travis
that's
Hunter.
going to have to do it for another edition of Fourth and Forever. Thank you so much for tuning in, man. We're live Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. EST. Tomorrow is the solo episode. I forgot whose turn it is. I know it's not mine. However, Richie, what do you got to say to the audience before we let them go?
Yeah, guys, we appreciate you tuning in to the show as always. Don't forget to smash those buttons. Enjoy Thursday Night Football wherever you're watching it, whether it's with yourself, with a loved one, your friends, out in a sports bar, wherever the case may be. Enjoy the game tonight of two OGs battling it out on the football field. We'll see you guys later.
Damn, what do you got, TD?
Thanks everybody for tuning in as always. And you know what, Rich, you actually got me thinking now. Do you think the Jets would draft Carson Beck #1 overall? Just curious. What's your thoughts? That would be funny. But yes,
No
man, y'all
way.
come back tomorrow. Who's tomorrow? Is it
It's me, my turn.
Richie solo turn tomorrow? I can't wait to tune in to that and troll them in the chat, by the way. But y'all come through, show some love and support. We appreciate everybody tuning in.
Folks, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you tomorrow. Same time, same place.
Peace.